In the video where I showed you guys the best battle machine comp in Merge Tactics, a lot of you asked if there was an alternative to that comp if that comp was taken. And I honestly didn't have an answer at the time until someone in my comment section suggested this comp, and I said, this comp looks absolutely crazy, and when I tried it, it was borderline better than the comp that I showed the first time. So today I'm going to play it and show it to you guys and show you guys how it fares against the current comps in the meta. This is yet another comp that uses the Giant Synergy. Now, the Giant Synergy is one of the best synergies in the game, and just because of his damage reduction and how cheap he is, and he's especially useful with the Master Builder because it's only a 2-troop trait, which means you don't need to use a ton of commitment and you can still have backline troops like Rangers and throwers. So what you need to do with the machine and this comp is you always need to get early game goblins. Early game goblins really important with every single comp that isn't the Empress, and even with the Empress, you still need to get early game goblins. It's just super useful, and in the long run, you're going to win more games the more goblin synergies you get early game. Now, we do have a pretty good start right here. We get the goblin synergy, and we get the Dark Goblin, the Spear Goblin, and the regular goblin. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the skeleton dragon in and put our troops like this. Now, that executioner is going to snipe my Dark Goblin. I didn't see that. That's unfortunate, but hopefully we can go ahead and get the executioner out of there. Maybe. No, we do not, but that's okay. Our other troops might be able to take out the Valkyrie. Nope. All right, so that's not a great placement start, but elixir-wise, we're in a pretty good spot. So let's go ahead and start building up our comp. Now, the comp is Prince, E-Giant, Royal Giant, Musketeer, and Dark Goblin. Now, this is actually a really good, solid comp. If you look at on paper, just how many different synergies it has, it's really kind of remarkable to see. I mean, you have the Musketeer for the Superstar synergy and all that, and you have the Rangers with the RG. It's a little bit of a difficult comp to actually get a hold of just because it's 5 specific cards, and if you don't get those 5 specific cards, you're not in a great spot as opposed to my first comp that I enjoyed, which was Rangers and throwers. You have a lot more flexibility, and so that's why I think that could be a more versatile option for long term. And we are at 1 HP, which is pretty bad. But if you get the RNG for this comp, it is absolutely insane, which is what I'm going to try and show to you guys today. A 3-star Spear Goblin, not even part of our comp, but we still get it. Not really what I wanted to see, but I mean, I guess I will take it. Let's go ahead and get the E-Giant here and use this to cycle through and get an RG here. Huge. Let's go ahead and put the Musketeer in for this, and then all we need is the Prince. Let's see if we can get the Prince really quick. Huge. 3-star E-Giant, and let's put the Barb in last second. This is a great round that we just got right here. We're getting some really nice RNG, and hopefully we can use our Rangers and our superstar bonuses to kind of ramp up. Our 3-star E-Giant is just going to be so tanky, and it's going to allow our buildings to do a ton of damage. Now, the important thing with this synergy and kind of how it works is we have our frontline tanks, which are the Prince, the E-Giant, and the Royal Giant, which are going to tank for our backline buildings, which are the Expo, the Mortar, and the Inferno Tower. And this, I just passed up the Prince there, but here we go. This is our full comp. I'm going to put the RG in the second row because he's just better like that. And here we go. This is a perfect comp, in my opinion. It's got all the synergies that you need. It's got the Noble, it's got the Superstar, it's got the Ranger, and it's got the Giant. The only thing it doesn't have is the Goblin synergy, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it just makes up for it with how much tankiness the frontline Nobles do and the frontline Giants do. Like, look at this. Look how much damage this E-Giant is going to tank here. Let's go ahead and look at our damage dealt. Let's look at the damage taken stats. We see that the E-Giant just does so much, and look at that. Just knocks this guy out, almost out of the game. He's at 1 HP, which is huge. So now we're going to go ahead and try to continue to upgrade these cards in our comp. Let's get the Musketeer right here. We can go ahead and afford a little bit of an elixir loss for that Musketeer. This guy's a 3-star Dark Goblin, so that is a very good, going to be a little bit of a challenge for us. But hopefully our frontline troops like the E-Giant and the RG will be tanky enough to get our Expo to ramp up. And this is how this comp works. We have the E-Giant and the RG and the Prince just kind of stalling for a backline Expo. And then even if the backline Expo gets taken down, we have the Dark Goblin, who will by then be ramped up at full with the Rangers to hopefully take out the rest of those troops. Now, let's see if it works as planned. And let's go ahead and open up the tank and damage taken menu. And once again, we see that the E-Giant just taking absurd amounts of damage. Look at that. 5,000 HP, which is his full health, and our Expo comes alive in time. and we take the win very, very easily, in my opinion, against this guy. We had both of our backline troops alive, so I would say that that is a good round right there. And notice how I'm not wasting the elixir on my bench. I did that a little bit in the past, and a couple of you guys called me out on that. And you're absolutely right. When I'm playing games at top ladder, I don't make those kind of mistakes. But when I'm in a video, I get sometimes rushed. But it's not an excuse. You should never be selling your one-star troops on the bench. And the reason why is because it just puts you in such a large elixir deficit, and you really have trouble coming back from that. So never sell your one-star troops on the bench. I know it's a easy habit to get into, but yeah, just use self-control, guys, and don't do that because it will hurt you in the long run. Although in the short run, it can get you some pretty nice merges. And obviously, there are exceptions to it. Like, say you don't want to get blocked, like you're really worried about getting blocked on something. Maybe you have a queen that you have one copy of, and you have a 2-star, and you have one copy, and the other copy hasn't been bought yet, and you know that. Then it might be okay to kind of force buy and sell to get that copy. But in the long run, it is going to hurt you, and I would not recommend it. Now, we do get the elixir pump. Now, a lot of people think the elixir pump is pretty bad, but in my opinion, the elixir pump is actually one of the best buildings that you can get. And the reason why is because it has 6,400 health. That's crazy. Okay, 6,000 health is nothing to joke about. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the elixir pump down here. And hopefully, wait, will the executioner line up? No, it will not. Okay, so I can put the elixir pump right here and have my E-Giant tank for that. And the reason why I put my prince on this tile behind the Inferno Tower is because he would go on the queen and make the queen not target my backline Dark Goblin, which is super valuable. And the Executioner does not line up on my Expo just as predicted. It's going to ramp up, and look at this Expo right here. This is why the Builder Machine has such a good chance. It is such a good ruler because look at this Expo. It just does so much damage. We did almost lose that round, to be honest, but it's not going to matter. We just knocked this guy out of the game very easily. Let's go ahead and cycle through here. I need to find, there's a 3-star Dark Goblin. We get the Musketeer. I mean, look at this. We got the Spear Goblin in here. Let's just go ahead and continue to cycle on our bench and see if maybe we get something else. I'm not really seeing much though, so I think I'm just going to stick with what I have here. I can probably go ahead and force some merges just to get, since it's probably the last round, I can go ahead and force some merges to get this, get like a Musketeer 3-star or the RG 3-star, but unfortunately I don't get that. I don't even think it's going to matter. We have, this is the full comp right here. This is an insane comp right here, okay? Brand new comp for you. This is full superstar, full noble, full ranger with full giant, or two out of 4 superstar, 2 out of 4 noble, 2 out of 2 ranger, and 2 out of 2 giant. Absolutely insane comp. They stall for the Expo to ramp up. Here it goes. The Expo ramping up. It's getting on the Executioner on the Dark Goblin, and he is knocked out of the game. Beautiful first game right here. Let's see how it works in the next one. Here we are on our next match. We see that it is the Endurance Training modifier. Now, this is another good modifier for this comp, and the reason why is because the Endurance Training modifier just gives your troops so much HP. And what do you need? What does more HP do? It stalls the match. And what do you need to win the match? You need more time for your Expo to ramp up. And that's absolutely perfect for the Endurance Training modifier. Unfortunately, this guy gets full giant synergy in the first round, which is really bad for us, and we might actually end up losing it. Okay, no, we're not. The RG just does not do enough damage to my Inferno Tower to take it out. But that's going to pose a little bit of a challenge later on in the game because we're going to have our giant synergy blocked, which is pretty unfortunate. But let's see if we can work around that. Typically, I wouldn't go for this comp right here just because, I mean, this guy already has the giant synergy, so that's going to be contested. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and try for it. Now, what I'm going to do here is notice how I'm not buying this wizard right here to maybe force a merge. I'm just going to wait and get the prince next round. Okay, normally I would have sold and got I would have just bought the wizard, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm a changed man, and I'm not going to be making those mistakes, especially on videos, because why would I do that? Because I don't do it at top ladder. Why would I do it on video? So here we go. Let's see if our Musketeer gets stun that, please. Nope. Okay, we're going to lose this game very handily. Not as we should have probably ended up at least taking 2 damage there. We probably should have taken 2 damage at most, but that's kind of just how it goes sometimes with your placements. You don't really scout out your opponents. That's one thing that you need to do. One thing I need to do more. And let's see. We're gonna get the prince here for the noble synergy. We get the Dark Goblin, so we can have the Goblin synergy and some more higher level troops right here. What else do I need? I need a RG, and I probably need to keep the Goblin synergy for a little bit longer. I could put the Barb in just because it's 2-starred, and I think that the Brawler synergy would be more useful. I'm going to go ahead and put the Barb right here, and hopefully This is going to do enough to deal some damage to this guy, and hopefully we win this round right here, because it would be pretty bad to be down to 2 or 3 HP in round 3, but we do take this game very handily. Easy win right here. And this guy is going to be at only 3 HP. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't have the giant synergy. Oh, wait, the guy sold the giant synergy. That's great. That's perfect for us. So now our comp is pretty much uncontested for us. So we have the Dark Goblin, we got the Prince, we have the Goblin synergy working for us. And this is a really nice spot for this ruler. All we need right now is the RG. The RG is probably the most competed for card, and it's probably going to be the hardest card for me to get. So let's see if I can get it right here. I'm going to buy the Dark Goblin, and I guess I might as well just put the Musketeer in. Here we have the Noble, the Brawler, and the Goblin synergy. So we have the Goblin synergy to generate Elixir, and we have the Noble and Brawler to hopefully carry us through and win this round. Although this guy does have a pretty solid comp, especially with the Lung having some extra troops. It's going to be a difficult win right here. Let's see. Hopefully, we can get some early kills on his troop. I'm going to put these over here. And the reason why I'm going to put these over here is because I want them to focus on the Barb, and they didn't do that. But our Inferno Tower is going to focus on the Mega Knight, which is going to do a ton of damage, get it out very quickly. And this is pretty much how you want a game with the Builder Machine to go. Placement-wise, obviously, I'm still going to lose and take quite a bit of damage here. But, I mean, I would say that's pretty much best case scenario with this guy's comp. It was really good. Unfortunately, this wizard survives on what, 17 HP, so that's not really great for us. But we are against this guy right here who's in last place. Let's see. Nice. We do manage to get this 3-star Dark Goblin. I do have Rangers. I passed up an RG right there. Yikes, that was not something that is good. And then I messed up by selling my 1-star that I thought was not a 1-star. So that's not good. That's not what you want to see. And I need a Ranger very, very badly. So I might have to take a risk here. Oh, I don't have enough time to even take a risk. That is very unfortunate. I might lose this game here. And he gets a 2-star queen last second. Hopefully, my brawlers and my noble are going to be able to stall enough, get this RG and this E giant out of the way, so we can go ahead and start using that. This monk is going to do a ton of damage to my prince. Please, Expo, Expo, save me. Expo is going to do it. He's going to knock them all out of the game. Beautiful. Our noble synergy and our brawler synergy stall enough, and we get a very, very lucky win right there. And we are going to continue on a very much a stroke of luck. So hopefully I can use this to my advantage, the fact that I was able to stay alive. We're on round 6 here. I don't have the goblin synergy, which is a little bit upsetting. There's our RG. Here we go. And now I can put the RG in. And now I just need, what do I need? I need the E-Giant for the giant synergy. We get a 3-star prince, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and take that. And then I'm kind of lagging a little bit, but let's get the Valkyrie in here, I guess. And I'm going to go ahead and force a merge right here because I kind of feel like I have to. There's a P.E.K.K.A. I guess we'll take the P.E.K.K.A. for the Brawler synergy. Let's see if this works. I have the Ranger synergy with the Dark Goblin, so that's great. And I have a 3-star Prince, which is going to tank so much. It's going to knock that Mega Knight into the back row, making it pretty much useless. My Inferno Tower at a 1-star is going to do a ton of damage to that Valkyrie right there. Let's see if my Musketeer can stun this Mega Knight. Absolutely will. And our Expo ramps up, and that should knock this guy, or actually should win us this round. Beautiful round once again. We played a little bit risky right there trying to get an E-Giant. We didn't get the E-Giant, but instead we managed to get the Prince 3 stars, which is great. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this comp how it is and not force the E-Giant. And the reason why I'm not going to force the E-Giant, well, that's why I couldn't find an E-Giant. It's because this guy has a 3-star E-Giant and it's level 8. Are we serious? But regardless, this is going to show you guys how you can kind of adapt with comps in merge tactics. Okay, we're going to hope that this guy gets knocked out of the game. That way we can use the E-Giant, and he has 4 out of 4 superstar, which is very interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. But this is how you're going to be able to adapt with this comp. Instead of the E-Giant, you have the P.E.K.K.A. in here for the Brawler synergy, and you're going to be able to stall with the Brawler synergy as well. So this is not a terrible comp, but obviously you would want to have the Giant synergy just because, you know, it's cheaper. It's better on every single way. And yeah, you just never want to have that. So let's see. This guy's going to get a ton of recast from his witch, unfortunately. Oh, please knock this guy out of the game. I don't think he's going to. In fact, he might actually get knocked out of the game himself. It's going to be really close. Come on, knock him out of the game. One of you guys need to go. And unfortunately, he has that 2 HP. So please don't make me play him. No. Okay, unfortunately, we have to play this guy. I don't know how we're going to win this. So I guess we're just going to have to see how we do right here. We're going to go ahead and get the merges on here. Oh boy, this is going to be difficult. He's got the 3-star E-Giant. Luckily, no, that's not even, I can't even do that. His witch is going to get a ton of recast. My only hope is that I get a my expo to ramp up and then get on his witch. That's my only hope to winning this game, and even then, I don't even know if I can win. So let's see if we win this game. It's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close here. Let's see. We got the 4-star elixir collector, so I mean he's gonna tank. He's gonna tank both of those corner troops, which is nice. But it's going to be really close here. Our Expo is almost halfway charged. His E-Giant casts twice, so that's really bad for us. But Expo ramps up. Let's see if the Expo can do some good here. Come on, don't get on the skeletons. Get on the witch. Get on the source of the problem. Nice. Nice. The Expo ramps up, and we knocked this guy out of the game. Huge. Huge right there. That was a really good comp right there. I was worried that the witch was going to get some double casts and knock us out of the game, but she doesn't. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, we get a 3-star Royal Giant, which is huge, but I need the E Giant. Let's see, where is this E Giant? I'm just gonna force the merge here because I believe it's very important to get this E Giant. There he is. Let's put him in. Here we go. We have the full synergy right here. There's the 2-star E Giant, 3-star, or maybe we can get a 3-star even, but no. We're not. I could force some more merges, but I don't need to. I would rather just win this game right here. So let's just keep it how we have it. You know what? I think this is pretty good. We're gonna knock the bar back into the back row. And once again, another perfect game with this comp. It was a little bit sketchy right there for a little bit when that guy had the 3-star E Giant, but over time we were able to go ahead and do enough damage to win this. Although my Expo goes down, so let's see. It's going to be difficult to win this game. Let's see if we can win without the Expo ramped up. Look at our Dart Goblin right here. Our Elixir Collector got a ton of Elixir right there. Come on, RG. Don't, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Bang. We knock him out of the game with our backline troops. That is how you play with this comp. We just beat a super solid 4-4 clan comp, which is absolutely insane. And we managed to do it because of our adaptability with this comp. Now, that is one thing that is really important in Merge Tactics is the adaptability of your comp. And hey, look, I'm playing against a fellow Battle Machine player, so that's great. So this is what you guys were asking about. What do I run when there's another Battle Machine in the arena and maybe he's trying to take my synergy away from me that I want, like the 2 throwers, 2 rangers? And this is your exact answer for this. You're going to want to run this comp. Let's see. I don't know if this guy's going to run this comp, but here's your example of when I play against other Battle Machines. So we are in a lobby with the Battle Machine, obviously, and 2 other kings. So we have a pretty decent chance at winning this. Unfortunately, though, we do not get the Goblin synergy, which is a little bit difficult for us here. And hopefully we can use our Elixir Collector to tank for us a little bit against this king user, especially because he's a king user, and king users are supposed to lose their first round, but this guy won. So let's see. Hopefully we win this round. It should be nice, and we can go ahead and stall and get our 3-star buildings and our higher than 3-star buildings. I mean, that's just great. Knock the wizard out, and nice. We take a nice second round win. So this is a pretty ideal start as far as wins go and as far as health goes. So that's really nice. Let's see. Hopefully this builder guy wins because I'm always rooting for my fellow builder players. Unfortunately not. He's at 6 HP. Hopefully he can clutch up for the rest of us builder players in the lobby. Let's go ahead and see what I get. I'm going to buy the mystery troop just because it just felt like the best option that I had there. And wow, we get the Valkyrie and the Dark. Let's get the Dark Goblin for this, and let's get the E-Giant for the synergy. I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to force any other upgrades just because I feel like it's not really worth it. And I'm going to put this back here, and hopefully my Inferno Tower can do something here. Hopefully it can get on the Valkyrie. Now, the Spear Goblin is unfortunately on the Inferno Tower. Maybe the Inferno Tower can get on the Spear Goblin. That would be really great. Come on, Inferno Tower, ramp up. Nope, okay. Inferno Tower doesn't ramp up, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Oh, the E-Giant didn't stun. That's unfortunate. That's going to get one shot, isn't it? Man, we almost knocked that Spear Goblin out of the game and only took 3 damage right there, but it's fine. We're still at 6 HP, and this guy does win. Good job, dude. Let's see if we can get something off the Goblin synergy here. We get the Goblin, which isn't really great, but it's not terrible. We can go ahead and sell it for the Prince right here because we get the Royal Giant, which is really nice. What do I want to sell here? I could sell the Valkyrie, but she seems like my strongest troop right here. I don't know. Should I sell the Valkyrie, or I think I kind of just have to sell the Valkyrie if I don't want to lose anything else on my comp. That's good. Let's get the Spear Goblin in here, and let's just put him in for some extra damage. I would have probably liked to get that wizard in there as well. But let's see. This guy's also running a very similar comp with the Musketeer. I'm kind of surprised that he's not running a 2-thrower, 2-ranger comp like me. But I guess that's just maybe he knows something I don't. So let's see. Hopefully, the Inferno Tower doesn't get onto the wizard, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we should win this game right here. Look at our Dart Goblin, man. He's just going to work. I mean, look at that. Look at all the speed of his bullets right there. And look at that. We just do a ton of damage to this guy. Come on. I don't want you to get last place. The battle machine is supposed to be consistent. And if you get last place, that's not going to make me look good. So hopefully he does get first here. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. If you see this video, I'm always rooting for you. Okay. Anyway, cut the yap. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get, what is the last card that I need here? It's the Musketeer. That's what it is. Let's get the Princess in here for now. We get the actually I'm gonna keep the Goblin Synergy, just because it just seems like the right idea to do, just because I don't have that much elixir. This guy's Brawler, so that's not great for us. I'm gonna put my RG in the front more. I don't know if that was the right decision. Let's see if it was. I guess we're gonna find out. I have a ton of tanks for my Dart Goblin. Unfortunately, though, the Princess is on the Dart Goblin, so that's really unfortunate. The Knight or the Prince is not going to be able to take it out in time, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do a ton of damage to this guy, and the Builder guy lost. Really, man? Oh, come on, man. All right. Unfortunately, the Builder guy lost, so I never want to see that, but we're going to avenge him, and we're going to get first right here. We are up against him, so let's see if we're going to beat him right here. What was he playing? Was he playing Full Clan Brawler? Okay, and also space out your buildings, because splash damage is going to kill you in the long run, and you never want to have your buildings all cluttered together. That's just a bad decision. So I'm going to go ahead and force some merges here. It just seems fine. And yeah, there you go. We get a Dart Goblin right there, which is nice. And I think I'm just going to chill out here for the rest of the game. Honestly, I could put in the Executioner for the Thrower Synergy. And yeah, that seems like a pretty decent option right there. Maybe I did want to keep the Prince in there just to tank, but I do still need the Musketeer. Does anyone have the Musketeer? I don't see this guy. This guy doesn't have the Musketeer. So no one else has the Musketeer, right? So hopefully we can go ahead and get her right here. Probably just going to buy the Mystery Shop. Oh, I get an E-Giant off the Mystery Shop. That's perfect. So we have the E-Giant, we have the Prince, and that guy gets knocked out of the game. So we are in the final two, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and sell this Dart Goblin. I don't need it. And nice, we do get a Queen right there. So let's get a merge on the Barb and then just sell these guys to kind of cycle. There's the Musketeer. So here's our full comp. Once again, we have the full comp, which is great. I don't have a building that I could put right here, so I'm just going to continue to cycle and see if I can get some merges. I'm going to go a little bit quicker here just because I don't have much time, and this guy might get to a point where he can block me. So let's see. After all that, I managed to get. Ooh, I could sell 2 of these for the Musketeer. It just seems all right. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have forced it, but this guy's a really solid comp right here. Maybe I can make it through this and get to the 4-star building. If I do get a 4-star building, it should be either an Expo or an Elixir Pump. So wait, is it an Elixir Pump? I think it is an Elixir Pump. So let's see if I can make it past this round. And we do make it past this round. In fact, we are in a winning position right here. So let's see. Maybe this. Oh, no. Unfortunately, the Wizard's going to splash. I'm in Mortar, but it takes it out. Come on. Frenzy Time clutches up, and we manage to not take any damage right there. Deal 4 damage to him. Unfortunately, that's kind of a bad thing for us, though, because he's going to get a lot of elixir. Wow. A 4-star Tesla. That is beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted right there. So here you go. This is yet another perfect game. 3 straight perfect games with this comp. Once again, I mean, what more do you want? This is a really solid comp. I would highly recommend using this. I still think that my 2 thrower, 2 ranger comp is a little bit better, but as a second option, this comp is super solid. And the only reason why I'm saying that that I'm gonna knock this queen back, by the way. I'm gonna switch my prince around. But the only reason why I'm saying that comp is better is because it's more versatile, and 2, it has the Goblin Synergy, and the Goblin Synergy is you have to have it, especially late game. Just makes it so much more versatile, and you get a lot more elixir out of it. Now, hopefully, we do win this round here. We should. It might be close though. Nice. We take the Dart Goblin out. Our Dart Goblin's gonna do a ton of damage, and we're gonna have one more round. But yeah, guys. I mean, it's got the Rangers. It's got the Superstars. The guy, shout out to the guy that recommended this comp. I'll put his name down in the comment section. What a goat. I mean, he just gave us this comp for free. Nothing. He got nothing out of this. So, wow, we get, what do I want to sacrifice something for that? I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think I want to risk losing, although I could. What do I do here? Oh man. Should I do it? Should I just sell the Prince and then get the 3-star E-Giant? Let's do it. Let's play it risky. You know what? Forget about it. It's the final round. It's the final game. Always play risky to win, you know? And yeah, it did not pay off being risky. But you know, it's part of the game. It's having fun. So we're still gonna have Superstar with the Nobles, and we're going to win this game. Should win this game very handily. I mean, we have the 3-star E-Giant. Look at that with the superstar trait, just double casting, stunning everybody. And look at that. The mortar takes out the Dart Goblin, and the rest of my troops will finish them off. Great video, guys. I highly recommend this comp. This comp is borderline better than the first comp I showed you. It's completely uncontested, and that is a comp that you can run if another battle machine is playing the original comp that I showed you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.